what it's like to daily drive a V10 M5 with an S85 in it, SMG3 car. Recently picked this '06 pre-LCI M5 up from the second owner. Slowly restoring the car to new or good condition. It's in good condition, just taking care of a few small things. But for the most part, we've been daily driving this car. Pretty much do maybe 100-ish miles a day, maybe 150 miles a day. Car's in great shape. It's very fun to drive. It's very comfortable. These M5s, it's either you love them or hate them car. The sound of the V10. This car has Super Sprint X pipe with a Corsa exhaust, stock manifolds, secondary cats deleted. The intoxicating sound of the V10, especially through tunnels, it's amazing. Makes you feel like you're driving an F1 car. This car is also lowered on KW V3 coilovers. Handles perfect. This is my first set of KWs. Had a lot of coilovers in my time as an enthusiast, and this is my first set of KWs, and it's really hard to tell the car is lowered. It handles like it's on rails. There's next to no body roll. Like, I push this thing through turns, and it's very fun. It has Yokohama it has Yokohama Advin Apex tires on it. And those first set of those ever, and those are it's definitely one of my favorite tires. But yeah, daily driving this car, highway, city, town, whatever. Throughout the town, city driving, car doesn't like it, especially with the SMG. I mean, I drive around in manual mode, so I don't really know what it feels like to drive around in automatic mode with the SMG, but this is a highway car. This is a car you get out and stretch out on the highway. Usually when we're going to and from Boston, we'll take this car, and it is fun. I mean, the tech in the car is a little outdated, of course. It's an '06, but we have we were given an Avin Apple CarPlay unit we're going to be installing, so that should make it a little bit more up to date. In M mode, the seats hug you when you're going around turns and stuff like that. The seats in this thing are very, very, very comfortable. Besides some light paint work in the front nose, we're going to be taken care of. But yeah, to daily drive this thing, I mean, it's a comfortable car. The only complaint I would have is gas mileage. I want to say this thing gets maybe 8-9 miles a gallon. And of course, it's super. It is tuned by Jim at Fast Attack Motors. This is one of the last cars he worked on before his business was closed. And we verified that. But yeah, besides the, shiftiness in city or in town driving and the bad gas mileage, I mean, and you can pick one of these S85 V10 M5 or M6s up for well under 20 grand, which is a lot of car for under 20 grand. I mean, this one has extended leather. It doesn't have the rear shades. I don't know if they come with soft closed doors, but doesn't have soft closed doors. We previously had a facelift '08 M6, which led us back to this car, wanting a sedan, something fairly cheap, but something we could enjoy. And if you can pick one of these up, I would definitely get out and drive one. This is definitely one of my favorite 5 Series. The only thing I don't like too with this E60 chassis 5 Series is that, I mean, there's a few different points about the models, but besides the bumpers and fenders and mirrors, this could be a 550M Sport, and I mean, that's real hard to differentiate. But the sound, once I turn this car on or we put ourselves in a situation where there's a highway pull in Mexico, wink wink. That V10 sets this car far apart. It does have heads-up display, which is a little handy. It's a little low. I haven't yet been able to compare it to other cars to see if the heads-up display needs to be adjusted, but that's handy. But yeah, I mean, for all-around daily driving, if you don't mind the gas mileage, this car it's fun, it's comfortable, it's luxurious. It's a BMW. It's well put together. And you know, people, oh, the S85, it has so many problems. It has so many problems. Rod bearings, Vanos lines, yada, yada, yada. Well, this car we picked up, they had the rod bearings done and the Vanos lines less than 5,000 miles ago. The previous owners were very, very, very meticulous about maintaining this car. So that's why we picked it up. And it was a great price, of course. But I, knock on wood, haven't had any issues out of it in maybe the couple of months of owning it. But any car, any machine, any high-performance machine, especially a V10 high-performance V8 car, they all have their issues. Beamer, Mercedes, whatever. They're all AMG cars. They're going to have their issues. It's just what you want to maintain. And if you're going to let that deter you from driving a well under $20,000 500 horsepower V10 machine, that's on you. But, you know, for those who are looking for something to enjoy daily, and you know, drive around in some luxury, man, this V10 car is amazing. It has its little quirks, like the pre-facelift headlights at night. They're horrible. We're going to upgrade those. We're going to upgrade the projectors, upgrade the actual lighting system and light bulb, because, like, for instance, I was in the car with my wife last night and she was like, "Are your headlights on?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I had to pull up on a car to show her they were on. Like, they're horrible. What else? What are some other bads about this car? I really can't say much. We are in the process, like I said, of getting some paint work done, some paint correction stuff done, maybe put some wheels on the car. But besides that, really just driving and enjoying the car. Since I've had the car, my go-to shop, Ray Team in Waltham, check them out if you need some services done pretty much to any car, because they service everything from this to my 2021 Dodge Charger Red Eye. But we had to do rear control arms and alignment. We were having a problem with the EDC. It's been deleted. It's got the KW EDC delete units. One of them was disconnected and needed an ABS sensor. But besides that, like, this car is driven daily and it's driven hard. And there are no complaints there. Like I said, besides having to stop at the gas station at least once a day. And I drive aggressively. Like, even when I'm on the highway, not like I'm condoning this or telling anybody they should be doing this, but I'm at least 100 miles an hour plus for most times. And this thing it doesn't wake up until after 80 miles an hour. Like, you're cruising around 80, it feels like you're going 40, 50 miles an hour. Once you get into the 190 to 100-ish range, that's when we're having fun. It's spacious. Like I said, it's comfortable. The trunk's huge. You see the villain sticker on it. Shout out to my guy, my villain group guys out of Rhode Island. It's comfortable. The trunk's huge. And it's been great so far. Plan on having this car for a little while. You know, things change. Keep enjoying it. Get it up to 100% cosmetically. Like I said, put some wheels on it. We're going to refinish the factory 19s. Love the way those wheels look on these cars. But yeah, it's so far a great car. And like I said, if you're looking at these or tempted to own one, and, you know, the first thing people say is, "Oh, the SMG is horrible." Listen, the SMG 3, I haven't driven 1 or 2, but the SMG 3 is basically a manual transmission with a hydraulic system that switches the gears for you. This car at stop or you know, at a light will roll back and roll forward like it's in, like you're pushing a clutch. When you do hit the gas to accelerate from a stop, it feels like you're letting go of a clutch. There's just no clutch pedal. And, you know, as long as the systems in the SMG system are up to date, the pump, the lines, I don't know what else have problems. This whole system was pretty much refreshed right before we got the car. And clutch and stuff like that, you have no problems. Now, there is a slight, I guess you want to call it an issue or downside with the SMG3. When you're accelerating, if you don't, even this is automatic or manual mode, when you're accelerating, if you don't slightly let off the gas while it's switching gears, you'll feel like a bang while it's shifting gears. That's just the system. I want to say it can't catch up as fast as you're accelerating. So you have to let off the gas so it goes into gear smooth. Other than that, things amazing. I mean, a 500 horsepower V10 car, you really don't want to have in a manual. Same thing with my Charger Red Eye. That's why I didn't get a Challenger 6-speed, because, you know, with that much power and that much motor, you want something that can shift as fast as it can go. And even with having to let off the gas, you couldn't outshift this car. No way. And it's got 7 speeds, so you can easily get up to 200 miles an hour in this thing. It is truly an Autobahn car. But yeah, this is, you know, just a video to talk about it and let you know where the channel's going and what we have planned for our new little project. And we will be, you know, posting updates as we're making upgrades. Probably make some tutorial videos and do some coding and the radio install and the upgrading of the headlights, and make some videos and, you know, keep you guys posted. I mean, eventually they'll be up for sale, not now, but eventually. Then, yeah. But if you like this video, you like the car, like and subscribe, and stay tuned. Peace.